Tonight on WENY News, New York State officials are calling on Governor Kathy Hochul to crack down on sticker stores that gift marijuana. We'll tell you what leaders had to say about that matter.
And still tracking rain across the Twin Tiers for tonight, but some snow in the forecast for tomorrow morning.
And aides to President Joe Biden say they found yet another batch of classified documents from his time as VP. We'll tell you how leaders in Capitol Hill are responding. WENY News at 6 starts right now.
From across the Twin Tiers, this is WENY News at 6.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us for WENY News at 6. I'm Nick Quatrini, where Not a Steele has the night off tonight. Well, starting with weather, it is a wet evening across the region with more rain to come, unfortunately. But Chief Meteorologist Joe Veras is tracking some snow headed our way. Joe, how much snow can we expect?
And Nick, it's been a while since we've seen accumulating snows here in the Twin Tiers, almost 20 days now in and around the Elmira area. By tomorrow morning, we could be looking at up to an inch of accumulation in Elmira. And points to the north and west of there, some localized 2 or 3 inch amounts can't be ruled out. So not a significant amount of snow, but enough to perhaps slow you down a little bit tomorrow morning. Some of the secondary roads, especially in the higher terrain, may be snow covered, so keep that in mind. But as we progress through the evening, we keep it in the form of rain as we remain at least temporarily on the mild side of the storm. As we look back to the west, though, near Toronto and now just to the south and west of Cleveland, starting to see some signs of some snow mixing in, and those colder temperatures will work their way eastbound through the course of the overnight period, and we're anticipating that transition by daybreak tomorrow morning. If you're stepping out tonight, though, again, keep the rain gear handy. Occasional showers remain in the forecast. It's 41 right now in Erin, also 41 in Tioga, 45 the current temperature in Towanda. We're sitting at 43 in Elmira with a breeze out of the east at about 5 miles an hour. Now through the rest of this evening, temperatures likely to rise a couple more degrees, so we'll rise into the mid-40s here as we approach midnight. But then through the course of the overnight period, the colder temperatures arrive. We get the transition over to snow. We'll let you know how long the snow will last coming up in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Joe. Well, stores that sell stickers and gift marijuana, also known as sticker stores, they're operating through a loophole in New York State law. WENY's Lindsay Madison spoke with a New York State senator and a local sheriff on their efforts to get that loophole closed. Lindsay?
Nick, members of law enforcement and local legislature met earlier this afternoon with one goal in mind: to crack down on the increasing number of sticker stores that operate without licenses.
We've heard from concerned people in law enforcement in the communities today that now with marijuana being legal, people are walking around the sidewalks smoking. You can't do that legally with an open container.
New York State Senator Tom O'Mara and 2 New York State Assemblymen held a press conference in Watkins Glen earlier this afternoon. O'Mara was joined by sheriffs, district attorneys, and law enforcement to urge Governor Kathy Hochul to shut down illegal sticker stores. Sticker stores are stores that sell people stickers and get a gifted amount of weed with their purchase of a sticker.
There's no criminal penalties for them doing this, whereas if they were selling alcohol, beer, tobacco, there would be.
One reason members of local government and law enforcement want to shut down the sticker stores is because they have edibles that look just like candy from a grocery store. Senator O'Mara says kids are seeing the candy in the sticker shop's storefronts, and it's appealing to children.
Kids are seeing this, they're smelling it, it's very distinct, and asking questions about what it is.
Sheriff Kevin Rumsey weighed in on how the sticker shops aren't regulated like a legal marijuana business would be. He says there's an extensive process people have to follow to open a store that legally sells licensed marijuana.
You know, we don't give somebody who has never driven a car before their keys and say, here you go, just go drive. There's a licensing process. There is rules and regulations. There's a test that they have to take, and then there's things that they have to do.
And there's currently legislation in the New York State Assembly and Senate that would outlaw sticker stores and punish violators. It needs to be passed by leaders in Albany and be signed into law by Governor Hochul.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. A Tompkins County Sheriff's deputy was injured in a car crash in Ithaca this morning. Ithaca police say that their officers responded to a report of a car crash at 10:50 this morning at the intersection of North Meadow and West State Street. According to IPD, a marked sheriff's car was en route to an emergency call when it was struck by another car. According to police, the driver who hit the marked patrol car took off. Minutes later, a person matching the description of the driver was located and taken into custody. The driver's identities for both cars not being released, and the sheriff's office, the deputy that was involved, was medically evaluated and released. The investigation is ongoing, and anybody with any information is asked to contact IPD. Troopers in Pennsylvania are asking for the public's help tonight regarding stolen items in Bradford County that are worth tens of thousands of dollars. According to troopers, officers were called to a report of a burglary that happened at a home in Windham Township in Bradford County back on January 10th. Police say that a fishing boat, a black trailer, and a cuckoo clock were stolen. Police say the total items have an estimated value at roughly $12,000. If you have any information, you're encouraged to contact PSP Towanda. The Bath Central School District Board of Education has named Kelly Hauk as its newest superintendent. Currently, the district superintendent for GST BOCES, Hauk will take over on July 1st following the retirement of Joseph Rumsey. Prior to GST BOCES, Hauk was the superintendent of the Dundee Central School District from 2014 and all the way up until 2021. She was also the superintendent of the Canaseraga School District from 2012 to 2014. And she's held numerous educational and administrative positions at Bradford Central School District from 2001 all the way up until 2012. Hauk earned both her bachelor's degree in elementary education and her master's degree in elementary and special education from Mansfield University. Well, with hundreds of competitions, vendors, and exhibits, there's certainly a lot to take in during the annual Pennsylvania Farm Show happening in Harrisburg. And if you're not familiar with some of the sights and the sounds of the farm show, Brendan Scanlon joins us live to do his best to introduce you to some of those familiar and fun.
Hey there, Nick. Good evening. That's right. We're just going to focus on the sights and sounds today. The smells can really vary depending on what part of the building you're in here inside the Farm Show complex. But right now, some of the sights that we're going to focus on is actually the all-new goat snuggling exhibit. I'm here with Justin. Justin, tell me a little bit about this exhibit and sort of your history with baby goats.
So this exhibit is baby goat snuggling, my wife's genius idea, which turned out to be a big hit. My history with goats is just started off as a hobby farm that kind of exploded into something different and new that nobody's seen before, goat snuggling.
And every goat here that we have with us currently has their own story, their own name. Tell us a little bit about Hope, who's sitting on my lap right now.
All right, Hope is our famous goat. She was born breech. I am a goat farmer, so when she was born, she was lifeless, and I had to perform goat CPR. And it's quite of a inspiring video of her struggling for her life and then actually coming around. And then the video was posted online and went completely viral. So Hope has a huge following and merchandise and all this kind of stuff. But you know, everyone does have a different story. Like this is Carmel. She's an emotional support goat. Licensed.
Nope.
They get frisky sometimes, but listen, the whole idea behind this is to sit and snuggle and just draw emotions out of people that they need to get out.
It's been extremely popular here. What's some of the feedback that you've been getting from folks here?
Well, just a second ago, you heard it yourself. The little kid says, "I don't ever want to leave here." So that's the type of response you get, is people just love it. They don't want to leave. There's no time limit to snuggle these goats. You stay as long as you want, but the response has been phenomenal.
Definitely, when you consider all the exhibits here, potentially one of the greatest of all time here at the 2023 Pennsylvania Farm Show. But for now, at the Pennsylvania Farm Show, I'm Brendan Scanlon, WENY News.
The Justice Department is appointing a special counsel to oversee the probe into classified documents tied to President Biden. I'm Skyler Henry on Capitol Hill with a timeline of the discovery and how lawmakers are reacting.
And the Idaho murder suspect made an appearance in court today. We'll tell you what's next for Brian Koberger.
And rain continues tonight, but will likely end as a period of snow tomorrow morning. We'll time that transition out for you coming up right after the break. But first, a live look at our Crystal City Sky Cam.